my mom is very concerned with me because she found a notepad that I had that said that the notepad said action steps.
Yeah.
And then it said number 1, male Ted Kaczynski. And she goes, "Don't you? What is this? You can have no communication with Ted Kaczynski. The government will start following you." And I go, "Well, I'm not hiding anything. What am I hiding from the government?" This episode is brought to you by Canadian. I mean, did I say Canadian? I meant North Korean belly button healers. This thing is used to stimulate and gyrate your belly button, to stimulate serotonin, 90% of your serotonin produced in your stomach, 50% of your dopamine. Your belly button is connected to all your organs, the first place of oxygen, it's a mini volcano in your body. This is what you need to do. This is what the Koreans are doing. That's why the Koreans are winning.
That's why they have the most medals. Hi, Dave.
How's it going, Sean?
Good. How are you?
This is really good.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
If we get the whole world to do this for 1 minute, that is world peace. David Vincelette has just said that if I want to run for president, I need to write a book, because most presidents write a book with what they believe in. And Jimmy Carter wrote a book called "Why Not the Best."
Before they run for president, they write a book?
Oftentimes.
So here's our idea. I'm running for president.
Brock had 2 books in
Sean Murnane.
Yeah, what was it? Hope? Something about hope?
Hope and Change.
of my father, and what was the other one?
Yeah, something my father. I read one of them. I can't remember.
You read one of his books?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was all right.
You got a bigger belly button.
We all need to. You should be doing this every day at home. If you're watching this right now,
If you're not doing this,
Pretty much all I do.
massage your belly
you're
button.
throwing your life away.
We keep all our tension here. It's called the dungeon. You stimulate this. It brings
I have a
blood flow.
dungeon at home.
That's where we keep
Don't
the
tell the
children.
FBI.
No, really, don't tell the FBI.
Do not say anything to the
Not a
FBI.
word. Okay, I'm on.
Okay, so we're gonna write a book.
Read a book. It could be a booklet.
You majored in English at Dartmouth University, you smarty pants. Why don't you help me write a book?
And it
Why
was-
don't
it
you
was-
write a book
It
if
was
you
my
love books
second
so
language
much?
too. It was actually second language.
English is your second language?
Yes.
What's your first language?
I don't know. I forgot it. Whatever.
Keeping the energy.
Vincelette.
Keeping the energy up. So Dave definitely has. How am I trying to say something right now? I'm trying to say
Orally?
I'm trying to say the word like. I was trying to say the sentence like every show, and my brain went.
But you didn't. You couldn't come up with the word like.
Like every show,
a big
David
word.
Vincelette has prepared extensive remarks about his situation.
Okay. All right.
Fighting.
Let's get into
pollution
it.
in
Let's
the
go
government.
get right into it.
Before we
Wow.
get into it, because we have a short show today, we only have a 25-minute show starting right now. So we should just be aware of when we get into. Should we want to get into it right now?
When we get into it, there's no turning back.
No, let's get into
Hold
it.
on. Before we do that, I want to tell Dave
A story.
we were walking around earlier, and I had this. I was like, what I thought was an original idea, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just tell, like, we were talking about our 15th high school reunion, and I was like, I'm gonna start saying that I'm a woman and not change anything about, like, my appearance or like the way that I talk or like the way that I act or the things that I
Right.
do, but just be like, or my name,
Right.
not change anything.
Sean.
But just be, no, not, I'll just be like, yes, still call me Sean.
Okay.
Everything's the same.
Treat me exactly the same.
Just when you fill out a sheet for something, you check
but
woman.
I am a woman. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, but then I would still just like be like date women and stuff, and then and I would just be like, well, I'm a lesbian. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, that sounds familiar. And then I think I was like, I think I stole that idea from Dave.
And I stole it from West Mattern. So it's okay.
Who'd you steal it from?
West Mattern.
Wes
We
Matter.
decided we were carpenters, old carpenters on the job. I worked for them building timber frame buildings. And we decided, if all these people qualified for sexual, and this was years ago, 20, 25 years ago, when things were just starting to get crazy.
25 years ago.
And we were saying, yeah. He said he should qualify for some type of benefit as a male lesbian. And it's gotten crazier than that now, where you can switch back and forth a few times, I guess now.
I am
you
a
just
male
vacillate.
lesbian.
You can be what?
I also am a male lesbian.
Chico, are you a male lesbian?
We're coming out. I'm
coming
All
out.
three of us are coming out of the closet simultaneously.
On the show!
How often does that
we
happen?
are male lesbians! Wow!
3 people come out of the closet at the same
I
time.
hate men.
on
You guys get away.
television.
Get away from me. You're disgusting.
Yes. Lesbian.
Female lesbian. Female
Male.
lesbian.
Male lesbian.
Male lesbian.
No,
Man,
I'm
you-
a female
I'm a
lesbian.
You're
female
more
lesbian.
confused. You're more confused.
I'm a female
I'm
lesbian.
a female.
You can
Female
be.
lesbian.
You can be a male
Starting
lesbian all
now.
you want. Starting right now.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm a woman.
Now I'm confused.
Ah!
I also told him I had a new name for the show. It's Between Two Nuts.
He's the
I'm
dick.
the human penis.
You've gone too far.
You missed.
This is public disgust, not public access.
Whoa, I ejaculate out of my toes.
By the way, no swearing on the show.
I don't think I have yet since I got in here, have I?
You can. There is no.
There's no rule.
FCC law
just asked us
14,
if-
Article 9.
Can we do it?
Definition
Wait.
2. Do not pretend you are a testicle in a human body penis. I'm sorry.
Here comes the FBI. I'm just convinced that this show is somehow, some way going to be
We're gonna
shut
get
down by
banned.
the FBI.
Hey, speaking of the
Yeah.
FBI. Okay,
Yes. What about the FBI? Because I have
Speaking of-
I need to know about this.
Speaking of the FBI,
Seriously.
I got a knock.
Yeah.
I got a knock on my door yesterday from a man who goes, "Oh hi."
From an actual FBI agent.
Yeah, he goes. I used to come over to my friend help. Used to live in this house. I lived 4 doors down, and I was back in the area. And I just wanted to stop by and say hi and talk to me for a while. And then he knows Mueller. He's friends with Mueller. He was telling me about who
Oh, I'll
Mueller
bet.
was.
And then he's like, I need to ask you a few questions about
Yeah, and then he's a little inquisitive
Did he ask you about your Cat D show?
He was a little inquisitive about me and my behavior, and I go, "Is this guy posed?
You're a
Is this
known
guy-"
associate of the eco-terrorist, David
Did he
Vincelette.
ask you about your Cat TV show?
He did not ask me about the TAC TV show.
Because you made a couple of comments.
But I feel like, but the thing is, I am a pro. The FBI. I'm pro America. I'm pro world. I'm pro life.
I'll get you in trouble.
Pro choice.
Back.
Oh no!
Lock him up!
I'm pro life. No.
Take it back.
How did they make pro life? Oh. How did they make pro life to mean that you're not? Oh yeah, you're pro.
It stands for something. It
yeah.
means something.
They hijacked the
Pro-life
term
doesn't actually
pro-life.
mean pro-life. It means that it means anti-abortion.
Ooh.
Which could be the same.
Let's be specific. Why not call it the anti-abortion part? Like,
I think they tried.
instead of saying pro-life, you could just say I'm anti-abortion.
I'm not pro-abortion. I don't go, yeah, abortion, yeah, go, go, way to go.
I do.
You go, you're the side. Way to go, abortion!
Yes.
Way to go!
I
We love
stand
it.
outside the
That's
abortion
exactly
clinics
the argument.
because there has to be some balance, and you have people who stand outside abortion clinics and they like yell insults and hold signs, and I'm like, congratulations.
You're the opposite person.
You should be proud of yourself.
You're right next, because I went to when I was in college. I had sexual intercourse with a woman.
Nope.
The condom broke.
Bullshit. We already know this story's a lie.
Now, wait a second.
All right.
Now, were you?
I was.
Everything you say for the
Were
rest
you-
of the show is now discredited.
When I was in college,
Oh, this
I
is an adult
was
show.
masturbating alone. while crying. And I said, why don't I just go to Planned Parenthood for fun? Pick up some contraceptives.
Yeah.
And when
that'd be exciting.
so when I walked out of Planned Parenthood, there was all those people there with "You're going to," like yelling. Swear to God.
Did they yell at you?
Yes, they hit signs. You're going to hell. I go.
Did they tell you
I'm not
all-
here for an abortion. I was here with my girlfriend the morning after pill.
Yeah, the Plan B. It's called Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B.
Is the brand name.
Yeah, we got the.
It's like Plan A didn't work.
Because Plan A was like,
'Cause Plan A
I'm
was like-
24 and you call you dead. No, we do not want to have a baby now. Not with
Plan A
you.
just like, yeah, it's Friday night.
That's plan A.
I may have-
Your plan B is
Plan
like,
B is like,
"Oh."
and crazy people yell
I don't
at you.
remember any of this. Nothing like that ever happened to me in college. Oh yeah, I was married. That's right. Never mind.
So, but that'd be fun to have something. No one else there is just going, way to go, sister, way to go.
Yeah, I love you.
You need women.
What are you doing later? Are you free this evening? That's a good idea.
That's where we should go to pick up chicks.
Do you like to party?
I'm always thinking we've crossed.
I'm just coming up with ideas here.
We've crossed Dave's line.
Oh, we.
Anyway,
Do we
Wait.
that's okay.
We're
We
short on.
had some serious.
We have okay. Hold on. Cut the fun. Cut the laughter. If you're at home,
All right.
it's now time in the show where we go serious, we go heartfelt.
Yes.
No laughter, no jokes. We want to hear from special investigator,
How long will this
environmental activist
Turns out,
David Vincelette on the
Dave
on the update of his battle
I'm fighting
pollution.
battles, and I found out a buddy of mine stopped to visit, and he linked me up with this fella who's doing investigation of another fella who's in similar trouble, where they went onto his property, they're taking all kinds of his stuff, that the local town he lives in, and so it's just been an eye opener to me that somebody else is going through the exact same thing. So that's just awesome. So I linked up with him. I'm going to work with this writer, hopefully get some more information about what laws, because he's linked up with a lawyer who knows some of the specific laws that are being violated. When the police come and don't do an inventory of the stuff they take, they can't just show up and start taking stuff and take vehicles that are registered to you, and you know they've done all kinds of stuff. But it's because I'm in this equity court. Before I can get in front of a criminal attorney, it's gonna be really hard to get anybody to take it seriously, because judges can get away with murder, whereas something goes before a jury, you have to have 12 people go and take a look at it, right? So it gives me great hope. Gives me great hope things are going to start turning.
The big update is that there's someone else in
There's
your
someone
So
else.
if you go to a
And yours-
judge, it's just up to that one guy to be like yes or no. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you get one judge who's just working for a town all the time, he has no real reason to go stick his neck out to a town he has to deal with the police and the town every day. Is that some kind of barometer of the level of interest?
Nope.
No, I'm glad the big update is that there's someone else that's struggling like David
Well, it's not
Vincelette
that
is.
that's not a good thing. The good thing is that in number there might be some power, and plus it goes in the articles that have been written. It goes over a lot of the basic legal tenets of what
definitely-
the violations that are occurring.
It definitely does also help when you're going through something shitty or you're like, something.
Yeah, just to know somebody else.
Sorry,
knows about his
Chico.
company. Sorry, Chico.
But when you talk to somebody else and they're like, yeah, man, I'm in my situation's actually worse. And you're kind of like, thank you
Yeah.
for being in a worse situation than me.
It makes me feel.
Because I feel a little bit better now. Yeah, and then you're like, kind of like, hey, it'll be all right, man.
That's why I'm friends with
Things are
Dave.
looking up.
Dave is the best. If you want to feel good about yourself, befriend Dave. You don't have problems anymore. He's got no water.
I got no problem.
Yeah.
I got water.
They're stealing all his. They're stealing his land, stealing
Taking
his
my land, taking
stealing
my
his
property.
vehicle, stealing everything. They're polluting his water.
But
Oh
they can't
my
take
God!
what I got.
Story. You have to tell the
Disabled
story.
veteran. Oh, wait. No.
Cinderella story.
You have to tell the story
Don't
of your,
call it a comeback.
of your
Oh,
trip
yeah.
to the hospital where
Which one?
they asked you about. They said only
About somebody,
only
really
are
crazy
you-
people.
Yeah,
water.
about
Tell
the
the story. Tell this a wonderful story.
I call the police and the fire department, call 911. I wrenched my back on the hill going down. They've refused to maintain the road, so it's built up with snow, and it was washed out before whenever it came. Anyway, they come down to get me, and I get up to the hospital, and they can't go through my normal driveway and stuff. So anyway, they have to carry me out in the litter. Get up to the hospital, and they say, what's going on? So I tell the doctors my hip needs to be replaced, and my back's messed up, and the two of them working together have just make it so I can't walk. So anyway. They put me. I said, but I feel like my head's on fire. I mean, I'm going through these problems with this town where I've been held hostage for 14 months without a driveway, and I just burned out. No food, no water, nothing. So they put me in kind of a psych ward. Said, well, you can sign yourself in for a few days. I said, wow, sounds like a vacation. So I signed myself in, and they start taking care of me, and they take me into this. They're giving us classes, and the people were there for different reasons. So they take me into this one, and they start saying, well, you know, we have to kind of do a triage in people when they come in here, because people come in here for different reasons. And I mean, some people come in and right away we know, like they'll say, oh, they're poisoning my water.
They're like, so how long is this going to take? Well, at least you're not one of the real crazy ones.
What? What are you talking about?
Poisoning
They're
the water.
poisoning my water. She goes, well, oh, I don't mean it about you.
No, yeah, I didn't mean you. I meant like the...
She knows, no, like the generic crazy people. Oh, okay, nothing. It's just so I had to go find 1984 on the shelf in the library in there and read it, and then at the end it gets to the part where it says that the government, if the government can't prove that can't prove you're wrong, they have to prove you're crazy. And that's what it all comes down to. There's a huge system set up that if you're outside the parameters of what people want you to believe, you are assumed or shunned as if you were crazy. And I've been experiencing it for 15 months. I've called hundreds of organizations and spoken to them with knowledge and foresight, and they will not answer or admit or visit to examine what the hell is going on my property.
And I just want to become pen pals with Ted Kaczynski, and all of a sudden I'm crazy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm dangerous.
Because I want to contact maximum security Colorado prison and create an in-depth relationship with Ted Kaczynski. And
I think
find
we
out
need him
how
on our side.
We do. He's my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
A vote for me is a vote for Ted.
What if they took you to the psych hospital and they're like, oh, let me guess, the government blocked off the access to your driveway.
What are they doing? Grinding up asphalt waste, and what are they
Dumping
pouring
it into
into
the
the river?
Blocking your driveway so you can't leave your house.
What are they
That's what they all
What are
say.
they just taking a fence and drilling it into rock to fence in your entire house?
Oh my goodness. Is your driveway still blocked off?
Yep.
Wow.
I looked up. You can go online and get a day counter, punch in the first date and the last date, and it'll tell you exactly how many days. Today makes 470 days.
Dave, I sometimes get the impression that you're just like being crushed under the weight of this, of all of this, the water pollution and the like fighting with the town. And
A long-term stress is not supposed to be good for you, but yeah, I felt under some pressure, but I feel like today's so awesome with the spring. I got to go see my Anna today, so that was nice. It was a nice lunch. So that was excellent.
Because all the talk about the town and the asphalt waste and the fence and the destroying your house and taking all your military medals and all your stuff and all the harm, the jail time and the physical abuse, sort of is a drag.
Yeah, it is. Then there's the happy side.
Disabled veteran being abused by the government, not supported by his community.
He is a female.
And I, for one, find it hilarious.
And a female, a male gay, a male lesbian.
Yes, and discriminated.
Yeah,
I don't even
as
know.
a male lesbian.
I don't even know what all the letters are anymore. It's L. I looked at the thing. It goes LB. It keeps getting longer. The whole thing is going to be eventually. It's going to be the whole length of a sheet of paper. You're going to read this. Go. Oh, the new group LBTTY794 to the root squared, long division, divide by 7. I don't know what a pansexual is. I don't know what any of this stuff is anymore. All I know is that I'm a woman and I'm a lesbian.
Well, I guess there would be some that don't need anybody else, huh? There might be some that need hundreds, and there might be some that need zero-body else.
What, of like sexual partners?
Yeah, there might be people who are, so there. I mean, the way I think about it is there must be all these and all these. They have in order to, if they were to match one-on-one, so you could just basically say it's the same as male female because there's one for each. It could pair off, but that's not true because
male for every
one
female.
woman might need more than one man.
I think women do need more than one. I need more than one.
I need 2 women and I need 3 women and 2 men.
Imagine if you could.
Because some
In order
of
to even
one can paint and one can
begin.
scrape, or there's all kinds of
I
things.
would
men can
love
do.
if I could find 2 other guy friends and be like, hey, do you want to partner with me?
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, you judgmental.
He just hates male lesbians.
Blasphemer! No, I'm not judging you. That just wouldn't be my thing.
Well, it's
It's
my
not my
thing.
groove, man.
I want help taking care of women. I don't think I can. I would love to have more men to help me satisfy more women. No, who's gonna argue with that?
Well,
There shall
probably
be
the
one
husband.
man and one woman.
One man
What if
and
you had-
one woman.
And
And a massage therapist.
then one massage therapist in every household.
And every room
One
of that
female
household.
massage therapist.
Attractive.
there's always
It's not my decision.
there's always someone pissed in my neighborhood. What are you doing? Checking to see if Chick is paying attention?
Chico's asleep in there.
The silence is
I'm
very
here.
powerful. Why must we move our homes?
It's
We are
natural.
also a visual experience.
It's our best part. It's really where we thrive.
Wow.
What time? What kind of time?
7 minutes to go.
We have 7 minutes left.
Update. We need.
Should we
need
count down? 6 minutes and 59 seconds. 6 minutes and 58 seconds. 6 minutes and 57
That's a little
seconds.
too wild.
6 minutes and 56 seconds. 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Do not fast forward to the end.
Wait, let's get serious. Before we should have our thoughts on.
If you change the channel right now, all 3 of us will die.
Don't give them out a reason.
What?
We have 7 minutes. Let's take it seriously. This is not a joke.
Okay. Turn it.
There was some news.
News.
There's
Well,
some
let's
news,
cover the
too.
school shooting real quick. Thoughts
Lord.
on the school shooting.
Just horror beyond horror.
Yeah, it's awful. It's
To have
horrific.
children.
My thoughts
murdered.
are the only answer is I know people go crazy about the guns, and I'm all for like the safest thing that we can find that's safe.
Yeah.
But I just don't think. I think the root problem is the fact that you had a community
Yeah.
where people knew this kid was a loner, knew that he had violent thoughts, knew that he talked about killing people,
Talk about shooting up school.
shooting up school. People had feared that he knew if someone was going to do it. It's.
Yeah.
You shouldn't allow you don't want to you need to know people. We need people reaching out to these people.
The police were to his house 38 times or something in the last 18 months. Or
That's a lot
Apparently
of
the
time.
police were reaching out to him.
And then they say, oh, he
or was
lived.
it 6 years? I don't know. Over a
then-
period of time.
But then people say, well, he lived with his mom. So we thought he'd be okay. But then I heard his mom died.
Yeah. He was adopted, and then I guess his mom died. There's lots of things going into it, but the thing is how much they did know about it, but nobody was able to do anything.
But still, I know people. You can blame the FBI. Like, yeah, they didn't do a good job. But I don't think.
Don't always blame the FBI.
Don't always blame them.
No, I just don't. I think that
No, always do.
always blame the FBI.
Yeah.
That's watching right now.
You can't touch.
I don't know if they are watching. I mean, they can't even stop.
might.
They can't even stop the most obvious gun killer
Yeah,
ever.
that's true.
This kid was central casting for who's going to do a school. He had a resume. I am going to do a school shooting. Everyone knows. All the FBI knows, and yet no one is doing anything to stop it. And then it happens. Everyone goes, "We need it's the NRA. We need to change the gun laws." It's like yes, but it's also no. We miss this as a community. It's a human problem.
Yeah.
We let this person just exist, and he become someone that we feared, and no one did anything to build a relationship, know him, take care of him, treat him.
Yeah.
Although I don't know all the details, and also I don't know if I'm correct. These are just ideas that
May I
I'm
tell
not
you,
even
may
sure.
I tell you
Yes.
my one FBI story?
Yes, FBI story, go.
So I called the FBI. It had been a couple months I'd been held in my property in violation of state and federal law and the Constitution. So I had previously called to try to get on a federal witness protection program because I've been blowing the whistle on federal fraud, waste, and abuse by Dartmouth College in the town of Hanover.
And they were
Couldn't get any help.
harassing you.
Yeah. So I called the FBI, and they said they'd take it on advisement that I was being held there. So then I called a couple months later. They said, well, we saw that you had made it to a town meeting, so obviously you're not being held hostage. I said, well, I didn't say I was held hostage. I said my freedom is restrained. My driveway and fire lane have been blockaded, and nobody's come down to check on me. It's a violation of the Federal Americans with Disabilities Act and state and federal law. So he said, well, I think she may have said not to call me anymore. Anyway, I called again, and they called the local police and said that the police should come down and check on me. So the police come down, tell me that they're going to check on me because the FBI has called and said I might be in danger of suicide because I've been held down there so long, and to just check on me. So the police came down, checked on me. And then as soon as they checked on me, they arrested me.
Wow.
For calling 911. Took me into jail.
He got arrested for calling.
Got arrested for calling.
911 is an emergency. We're on our way. I need help. Yes, I know. They're like, yes, we're coming. You're coming? Yes, we're coming to arrest you for calling us. That's literally what happened. No, I need your help.
And they lied to
I'm
me.
being held.
They lied to me and said they wouldn't arrest me. But, but he gets down there. He said,
We're on our way. We know it's an emergency. We're taking you to jail.
he said, David, we have warrants on you. We're gonna have to take you to jail.
You can't write this
man.
stuff.
You can't make it up.
He's on March 1st. He has to be sentenced for calling 911 too much.
No, that's for contempt of court.
That's for another legal violation. He's going to jail for calling for help too much.
It is.
threatening me with
That
calling.
is insane.
Took me, yeah.
That's
911.
crazy. The FBI.
How long were you in jail?
I don't know. One time I was in jail for 4 or 5 days. I've been in jail for a few times. I can't remember, keep them straight. I have other things I'm trying to concentrate on.
How can the people at home help you, David Vincelette?
Yeah.
Keep paying attention.
Keep paying attention.
Work,
Pay attention,
work
keep
where you
going
are
on.
to do what's right.
What's
That's
really
Yeah.
going
we
on.
all got to work together and
Keep
work.
smiling, keep laughing, keep hugging,
Kill
keep
them with
helping your
kindness.
neighbor.
Serve
Yes.
God. Do what's
Keep
right.
supporting your family. Grow food. Live local.
Be
help
aware.
out people.
Love your family.
Don't settle for
Love your water.
untruth.
Love your family's water.
Watch out for aliens.
What?
Legal or otherwise.
Nothing. Forget I said that, FBI.
First of all, the FBI, it was so funny. Like, we're posing, we need to pose as a threat against the government just to get the FBI's attention.
Yeah.
Because they ain't paying attention.
What if we just say FBI?
You should
Oh, I
start
keep forgetting I
speaking
can't-
Russian.
I can't swear.
Like people
speak Russian?
are always like, oh, the FBI is gonna be following you. I'm like, my friend Dave is literally calling them, like, help me, please, I'm being attacked by the government, and they're not returning us. They're like,
I'm in a
Don't call us, we'll call you.
ongoing year-long battle with the government.
we could've-
in the town that I live in. They are harassing me, and I will not stop fighting against them. And the FBI is like, we're not interested.
we couldn't beg them. But if you are doing a countercultural community access television show,
We're there.
No, you know how we need to get the attention of the FBI? We need to start a grunge band. We need to start like a real edgy new genre of music, just like a new type of rock and roll, and get people really into it. People start getting on board, coming to our shows, being really sort of interested in what we're doing, and then the FBI will start to get scared because they'll think this is a new genre of music. This is going to take over the world. Nobody's going to be able to contain themselves. Everyone is just going to become unstoppable. And then we just continue to play music more and more. I lose. You win, I lose.
what do I win?
$100!
And a Korean belly button dealer! Hey, we're gonna be off air in like a minute or two. Is there any last words?
I want to tell you one other thing, which was the idea we had yesterday was that I tried to get a permit with the town to take your driveway, to block your driveway, take the piece of fence that's blocking my driveway, and actually ask for a permit to swap driveways.
And use your fence as
What if we
Use the fence as your dog fence, but that way the town would at least have to answer. because they have like 30 days to approve or not approve a permit, they would have to put something in writing as to why I can't have a driveway.
I like that strategy. Don't tell that to the Hanover
I'm thinking, what if we just
Planning or
have you ever
Zoning
seen that-
Board.
Remember? Have you ever seen that movie Walking Tall with The Rock,
Oh,
where he just takes
yeah.
on like the whole town?
That's what I've been doing, but they're wearing me down. They
What
have
if
all
we
these
just go
machines and
straight, just take like, just get
Chunks of
real
wood?
aggressive? Yeah, just like show up at the police station and start like pushing them around.
stuff. Yeah, I've already got bail provisions.
just like
on that.
yelling in their faces.
No, they put me right in jail if I do things.
You want to go to the police station and start kicking and attacking police station. Oh my God!
I'm sworn to nonviolence.
I mean, don't take me at face value.
I don't take you at any value.
I mean that in it. Let's do it.
Zero value. Body value. Take me at body
Take me
value.
for my weight.
Take me at my belly
Human
button.
flesh.
Big glass of water. Well, I think
I
we
mean
can
that
go-
metaphorically speaking.
Well, I think
we'll go.
we've speaking truth to power. I think that keep following. We're going to keep building the show, spreading the show, doing
yep.
more shows. We're going to be doing live shows coming up.
Bigger, better, stronger.
Yeah.
Dancing. We're going to be dancing,
Dance
therapy.
parties, dance shows, live
Outside.
therapy.
We
live
support
shows.
you.
Thinking outside the box. Yeah, outdoor shows,
A vote for us.
At
Is
Shantytown?
a vote for
3D
you.
shows, augmented reality.
I have Tourette's.
Future shows.
I have Saving the Planet Tourette syndrome.
Yes.
I can't
How nice.
stop talking about
He
it.
How
does.
effing nice.
You ever notice that about him? Is that he'll be like, here's another way the world should be different, and here's another way the world should be different, and here's another way thing that we should change. And then sometimes it's just exhausting. I'm like, those are all good ideas, but how much power do you think we actually have? Because you never know what could happen. I'm trying to just remain calm. Oh yeah, that was just inside your belly. That was in my mouth. Ow, my belly button is actually
Hey,
kind of
but here
sore.
are actually some ideas that we should use dude right now to change the world. What were all my ideas? They're all brilliant.
That's the sad thing about them.
Why
is that
not the
they're-
best?
You don't have to. You just spew them out, and then you never think about them again.
You're the
And they're
amplifier.
just rattling around, bouncing around in my mind.
That's good.
And I'm just like, ah!
Too many great ideas about saving the planet. Ah!
Yeah.
Let's give a big thank you and a round of applause.
For Chico.
Chico.
Chico!
Thank you, Chico.
Another great show, everyone. 878.
We literally could not do this without Chico.
And it was 70 degrees outside
We
today.
actually
Unbelievable, beautiful.
It's a
Thank
beautiful
you, Lord.
day. Love
what
yourself,
a beautiful
love
day.
your neighbor, love your community.
Love the earth.
Love you. We're not going anywhere. We're building. We're strengthening.
We're
getting-
framing, we're shaping.
We're getting into
boosting.
nature. We're life itself experiencing us.
Yeah.
We're life. Your life experiencing yourself. Your everything. Your job is to be yourself. Love yourself. Evolve the level of your consciousness. We're all one. It's a virtual reality. This is a simulation. Life is an illusion. Your job is to lower your entropy, quantum mechanically, physically, spread your positive vibration, increase your love.
Do it now. Start
Do it now. All right, we're out of here,
And
everyone.
get your taxes done.
Do
And don't forget to do your taxes.
do not pay your taxes.